What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Real Talk. Finally, the return of everybody's favorite show here on YouTube. And look, I apologize for that. It's been taking a while. I believe the last one I did was with Griffin from Men vs. Movies. That one was like in October, November. But this episode here, I have Mr. Jordan from Room 666. We shot this episode back in like late August, early September, and so again, I apologize to him and everybody who's been waiting for this show to come back. I've had a lot of great guests on this show, and this show is basically me and another member of this YouTube community just talking movies, talking about how they got involved with YouTube and their love of movies and everything like that. So it's a great series, just chill, just me, and having conversation with somebody. And like I said, this episode with Jordan, if you guys haven't subscribed to him, his links are going to be in the description down below. It's one of my favorites because, no pun intended, we just get real, on the real talk. You can tell I'm the greatest with coming up with names. And no, we do. We really do. We go into a lot of stuff and kind of our thoughts on the community and some things we don't really, that don't really mesh well with us and everything like that. But also we talk about how he got started with YouTube, his love of movies and stuff like that. And it's a great episode. And again, this is probably going to be the last episode that I did with someone actually coming here to the Real Talk Studios, quote unquote, because since then I kind of changed my room. And what I want to do with the series is going to be kind of different. So yeah, stay tuned until next week. This series is going to be bi-weekly, except for these 2 weeks. Next week I have one, and it's going to be with Adam Daly from Adam Daly Live. But after that, it's going to be bi-weekly. So with all this out of the way, guys, enjoy this episode with Jordan from Room 666. Before we get started, actually, I forgot to mention that this video is going to be in 2 parts. So don't forget to watch part 2. They're going to come out simultaneously. So right after you're done with this one, go ahead and watch part 2. You will not regret it. So now here's the interview with me and Jordan. All right, guys. So welcome back to Real Talk. And like I was saying, this week I have none other than Mr. Jordan Garcia from Room 666.
We look right here?
Yeah, we look at this camera. We're live streaming right now. No, but
what's up, Stuckman? Is Stuckman watching? Would Chris Stuckman be watching this?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Hopefully, I think your channel is gonna get there. Well, they'll be seeing it pretty soon. I think so.
And I'll start that beef. Remember? You started that little beef with me and Stuckman.
I'm ready.
No, but Jordan, obviously, he's a YouTuber like all of my guests so far on Real Talk. And thank you so much for coming by, man.
Thank you for having me. This is super cool. It means a lot to ask me, to be honest, because I'm kind of like in the bottom of the heap of the YouTube pile, So it's pretty cool to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for making the time and drive. I know we've been trying to do this for quite a while, but my busy schedule and stuff like that. Not that I'm like fucking important or anything. I just it's trying to get my shit straight,
It's just life. I get it.
Yeah. But where are you coming from, man? How was your commute over here?
Good. I'm actually from Whittier, Pico Rivera area. I don't know if you know that. So it wasn't too bad. It was like half an hour to get here. Not too crazy, but pretty chill. And
have you been there like most of your life, or you?
Yeah, I grew up there. That's where I was born, basically in Whittier, Pico Rivera, Montebello area.
Yeah.
So I've lived most of my life, just all that area since. Yeah. I'm old. I'm 32 years old. So
32, yeah.
Since I was born in 1985, so I've been there since 1985.
And you look.
I was just thinking about that right now. It made me very sad.
24.
Yeah, thank you.
You look young, man. Like when we first met, actually, we met earlier this year in the screening for A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
And we found out we weren't, fake or anything. I remember you telling me like it's nice to see you in the flesh.
Yeah.
That wasn't like I don't know, some weirdo or something.
Right.
But that was cool, man. We had like a beer afterwards.
Yeah.
Talked.
It was actually nice to kind of hear you talk about your opinions on movies like in the flesh, as opposed to just kind of how we would talk about it to a camera or something,
Yeah.
That's kind of what I really would rather do, have discussions than talk at a camera about movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it can get
cool.
kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
And I know we were kind of talking about this off camera. Well, I think it was on camera, but it's not going to be on the show. How definitely most of my viewers know that like I kind of not been doing reviews right now, and that's one of the things that like it kind of just like I was looking at what I was doing, like okay, talking about positives, negatives, and I don't know. I feel like everybody else was doing that, and I was like, okay, like, and the majority of the time we kind of have the same opinions about a movie,
right?
So that's what I was like.
You give things a little more leeway, though.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. I think I'm more critical just because I'm old and bitter, I'm just like more like
Clint Eastwood and Gran Torino.
Yeah, kind of. Basically, like when A Quiet Place was like a get off my lawn movie, like where I was just like, why is everybody like this?
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
Which is, it's not a bad movie by any means, but yeah, so, but yeah, like you said, we do kind of have the similar taste, and that's why I kind of really like your channel, which is not a good reason to just like a channel. I do like channels that don't share the same opinion as me, but when you find one that does, it's pretty cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but it's always nice to find others that don't, because you know, you don't want to just hear the same shit over and over again, you know?
Yeah, exactly, and it's kind of cool, like, if you find a channel you like that doesn't share the same opinions, like, you can try to, okay, well, I see their points, but I still think this way. You know, it's always cool to see the other side of the argument, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, too. It's as long as there's a point being made, you know? It's kind of hard, you know, and I get it. It's hard these days to, like, make an actual video that has a point, because a lot of times things have to be, like, under, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
People don't want to watch... You know, I think that's why I don't have many subscribers, because my videos are usually like 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Because like I try to like say something or find a theme of the movie or find something.
Kind of dive into it, right?
Yeah, a little bit, not too much. I'm not saying that I do it well. I'm just saying that I try to. You know, like I'm trying to just do a little bit more than just a reaction.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't call myself a critic. I would say like I'd say most YouTubers are just reaction like people. We're not critics yet. I think. Yeah, in order to be a critic, you kind of have to like write film criticism, like really like delve deep into a film and like. You know, talk
actually
about what
write
it's about.
them, right? Like,
right. That's what I believe that, and I don't do that, so I wouldn't consider myself that. I'm trying to kind of get more into that. I'm trying to, you know, also do that with the YouTube videos. That's why they're a little long a lot of times, because I really just feel like if I just kind of say like, oh hey, like that acting was good and this was fun and these shots were cool. It's fine, but I just don't feel like it just feels like a waste of my time, and you know, and I don't want to like waste anybody else's time. Just you know, because who am I? Who gives a shit about what I have to say, right? Just being like, hey, go see this movie, blah blah blah. So I try to like give people a reason to like give myself a point of view. That's why I have those sketches and stuff to like, so people could be like, oh, this guy has a point of view, so maybe maybe I'll listen to what he has to say. You know, I don't know. That's what
I noticed too. That you don't give the movies like a rating, right? You just talk about it and recommend it, or say, hey, you know, skip or something, and that's it. You know.
Yeah.
That's where I find myself too. Like, fuck, like who am I to give this movie a rating? Like, I haven't really. I dove in a little bit to like filmmaking, but I don't do it for a living.
For sure.
So it's kind of like, why am I critiquing this that I don't do? You know?
Exactly.
That's why I'm kind of like, okay, like in my reviews. How could I talk about this? Because I do love talking about movies. So I was like, how could I put that in a like review or something, you know? And I thought about changing the name of it, like, A Quiet Place, my thoughts on A Quiet Place, or my thoughts on this, because that's ultimately what it is. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
But then, you know, obviously the whole YouTube algorithm stuff, like, they don't look up thoughts on this.
You gotta put reviews. That's why they say review on mine too, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I hashtag critic and review when I, when I put out my videos. So I get it, you know, it's not... Because I'm not like trying to say like it's a bad thing that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I just think like a lot of YouTubers will just kind of think that they are critics and that we should listen to what they have to say. And it's like, well, no, you haven't really given anybody a reason. You're just kind of reacting. You're just kind of, doing what everybody else does. Kind of, and I think that's why Stardust is a good thing, because it could lead those people kind of over there. Yeah. Because that's what Stardust is kind of better for. Just quick reactions, quick kind of like, you can't delve deep into a movie with that quick little
30
video.
seconds.
Yeah. So. And I think that, you know, it's I'm not to say that people need longer videos or something. Like, those short, I'm trying to get my videos shorter, believe me. Yeah. But it would be nice to see more people's opinions about a movie as opposed to their reactions. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's why I do like your channel, because I think you do actually have opinions. You know, you'll actually say stuff point things out, or like, things about like the way that the camera was used or things like that. And I really enjoy that type of stuff, as opposed to just being like, oh yeah, like I like Joaquin Phoenix but you never really hear it was just kind of weird. It's like a weird indie. You know, that's a lot of the, like, you watch YouTube and those are the reviews of that movie. You know what I mean? And it's just like, well, what does that mean? Like, tell me why you think that. Like, what makes it a weird indie? Like, what compared to what you think is a weird indie? You know, I don't mind that people don't like that movie. It's just, when people just say, like, oh, it's just, like, slow. It was a slow indie movie. Yeah. Like, it's just like, well... It
needed to be shorter or something. Yeah. It needs to be... Like,
it's just like, explain yourself. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's
kind of like, you remind me of what people were saying about Sorry to Bother You. A lot of people, oh, it's weird and this, like that. And I was like, I don't think it's weird. I just think that choice was unexpected. For sure. But, like, even for that type of film, it's not that off. Because it started to kind of, go like another direction. And I don't know, I kind of found the problem with that. Like, it's weird. It's like, oh, just because you don't get it doesn't mean it's weird. It's definitely unexpected, I will say that, but it's just not like, well, you shouldn't give your grade or something lower because of that. You know?
I think another thing, too, a lot of that has to do with just people don't watch movies that are like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people that were giving those, that being like, that movie's weird. Like, they just watch all the mainstream movies.
Yeah.
And Sorry to Bother You's not even that, like I said, it's not even that weird of a movie.
Yeah.
It's not really that crazy of a film. There's like weirder, like indie flicks, you know what I mean? But it's still weird to mainstream audiences because nobody really watches stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
But like you said, like, we kind of watch, I'm not trying to say like I'm like some like movie buff or cinephile, but I try to watch a wide spread of things. I try to go all across, I try to see, but also I'm an old bitter man. I also just kind of know my taste, and I kind of just, that's why I watch trailers too, because I want to be able to know, not to waste my time.
Hint of it, when you try out a new strain of weed or something.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Give me a little taste in the,
That's exactly a good way to put it.
Yeah. But also, so we were talking about YouTube and all that stuff. Like, how did you get started? Because I know that's why I love your channel, because it does give great insight, but it's also like your approach to it is different, and you kind of poke fun of what everybody else is doing at the time. Like your whole like YouTube tries to keep making you do stuff like reaction videos, stuff like that. I love that. So like, how is that why you started the YouTube? Because you saw these people were like, okay, well, no, like you guys are doing it wrong or something. Like, how did that come to be, like your YouTube channel?
Well, honestly, this is gonna sound really bad, and it is kind of bad when I think back to it. I actually started it to make fun of YouTubers.
Yeah.
So originally, like me and my friends, we just wanted to film short films. That's what we've been trying to do for like a long time. I actually have a few like online, but it became really hard because as you get older, you just work more and you do other stuff.
Yeah.
You have relationships, blah blah blah. So a lot of our friends, we couldn't get together and be like a cast of people to film stuff. So it would always just be me and my friend with the camera.
Yeah.
Well, two of my friends that they didn't want to be in front of the camera. They just had cameras. So I was like, well, I have to think of something to do where it's just going to be me. And I never wanted to be like in front of the camera really. And I was like, well, shit. And at that time, I was getting really like kind of into but annoyed at like Screen Junkies and like Collider and that stuff. Like I just sort of I knew about it and I sort of watched it, but I just sort of like really discovered it.
Yeah.
And I was just sort of getting kind of really annoyed by it. But like still interested in. I don't think it's all bad. I just was kind of annoyed by aspects of it that they just focus on like Marvel stuff and never talk about actual movies,
Yeah.
And but so I was just like, because if you watch my first review, it's a Split review.
Yeah.
I was able to see Split at AFI Fest before it came out.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, shit, I have like a one up on a movie. I might as well do it. So basically it was just me like kind of making fun of YouTubers.
Yeah.
Like it's really just a whole sketch. Like it's not a review at all. It's just like a sketch, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like,
you were playing the part or something.
Yeah. Like and so, but then as we started to do that, I think the next one, like we kind of sat down and we were just like, man, if we're gonna keep doing this, like you should say something about the movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I really don't, because I started to really like actually watch other YouTuber stuff, because the people I were making fun of were like Jeremy Johns and like kind of bigger ones. I didn't really know about the like your channel and like kind of there's like the Silver Screen Analysis and like those like the channels that are they're kind of popular but they're not too blown up yet, and so like I kind of discovered those and I was like, oh okay, like not every YouTuber is like a dumb asshole like Jeremy Johns. That's right, I said it. And so I was like, okay, cool. Like, so maybe I should try to like do it in sort of that way, like where I was like, I'm gonna show them how to do it right, but not really, because when I started to do it, I realized that I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I was like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing either. So I'm still kind of figuring it out. But it did kind of start off in that, like, I'm making fun of YouTubers and trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna show you how it's done. But but now, I mean, I know, like, that was dumb. It's a really dumb thing. Like, I look back and then I was like, oh, that's kind of dumb. But it got me to start the channel, and honestly, like, I just like doing it because I like filming stuff, I just enjoy doing that. Like we were talking about earlier, I just setting up, like, having my friends set up lights, and then, like, being able to, like, be like, okay, what are we going to do with the camera? And then, like, like, let's figure out, like, a sketch to do. Like, doing the sketches in front of the videos is, like, if I don't have a sketch to do, I won't review the video. Like, because it's no fun to me if I don't have, like, that sketch to, like, kind of lead into me, like, all right, now I'm pumped up to, like, talk about the movie, So that's kind of how it started, and that's kind of, like, it's also kind of what keeps me going. Like, I do, because, I would see, like, someone like Jeremy Johns, he's going to film festivals, or, like, people like, the schmoes know, like, they're going to film festivals, and I was like, these dudes have never really have anything to say about anything but, like, Star Wars, so why do they get to go see these cool movies? I was like, you know what, I could do that. Like, let me get my channel going, let me, like, actually have an opinion and cover these smaller movies, that way people can, like, actually want to hear about those. Hasn't really worked out too much yet, but I'm trying.
It's getting there, slowly but surely, right?
People really don't care about, like, indie movies, It is really, it's just kind of a niche thing. and I'm not saying like nobody, like no, there's no YouTubers who do this, because obviously there's plenty, you know, there's like, I know you cover a lot of stuff that is indie stuff, like, yeah, I know it was really cool to see that you had a Columbus review, you know, because not a lot of people were reviewing that, you know what I mean? And so it was cool to like actually watch and be like, okay, should I watch this or not, you know?
Yeah.
Where you don't really see that a lot. It's just kind of maybe the Oscar bait movies and the bigger movies that people do, you know?
And then they'll do like, for example, like the Predator's coming out, they'll do like a whole retro thing just because of that.
Right. And that's another thing too, is like every year, like every YouTuber is just like, oh, let's do a video about the 1990s and let's talk about Pulp Fiction and Forrest Gump and Shawshank Redemption and all the same fucking movies that everyone thinks are like these, like, you know, these great fucking classics. And they're fine movies, you know, they're good movies, but it's like, if you watch other stuff, if you kind of like broaden your horizons, you'll kind of realize that like, oh shit, like, you know, like, these are good movies, but there are kind of things that are, you know, kind of better, and that, like, you know, and maybe you won't. Maybe you'll watch those things and you're like, I don't really like these. I do like these better. That's completely fine. But it's just crazy to me that there's like this, like in film, like, you know, what it's called film Twitter, and just like on YouTube, that it's just like, yeah, man, like if you don't like Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction and Shawshank Redemption and those, then you're like this kind of like this uppity asshole who thinks like, oh, like I think I'm like better than stuff. It's like, nah, I don't think that. Like I like fucking Infinity War. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of my favorite movies of the year. You know, like that, and you're never really here. You know what I mean? Like I just try to like a bunch of stuff, but I don't like being. I just don't like it when people are just like, oh yeah, man, like I love movies. I watch all kinds of movies. Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction are my favorite movies, and that's just like weird to me. It's like, but how many movies have you watched if those two are your favorite movies?
Exactly.
I don't know. That's just like I said, I'm just old.
That's why I like Watchmen, dude. I like to say that's my favorite movies. Nobody's, you know, that's not gonna be in anybody's.
It's not gonna be, no.
No,
for good reason.
No, that's not why.
For a good reason, but no, I see, but and I get that, you know what I mean, like, and that at least, I don't think that should be your favorite movie, and I hope that as you get older it'll change, and I think it will. But it's fine that it is now, because it's not one of those things. It's not just like a, you know, like a Dark Knight or Star Wars or some shit like that. It is something that a lot of people don't like. I personally don't like it because I don't think that Zack Snyder understood the source material he was adapting. I think he understood the way it looked, but I don't think he understood the context of it. But at the same time, it's not a bad movie. I own it. You know, I'll watch it sometimes. It's visually stunning. So, but at the same time, like, I can't say why. I can't be like, oh, that can't be your favorite movie. You know what I mean? But I think, and I might be wrong, but I think, as you start to watch as you start to dig deeper into other stuff, and not say that you don't already, but as you kind of start to watch like older stuff, because I know you just kind of recently watched Taxi Driver. I know you still haven't seen Raging Bull, right?
I
you
have.
said? Okay. Right, well, I know there's like a lot of that.
Nah,
I'll flip this
no, dude,
actually, there's a lot of stuff here that, but you know, that I know there's a lot of stuff. I think once you start kind of delving into that, I think you'll kind of change your favorite movie, and I don't think that'll like not be a good movie to you. I think it'll just be in maybe your top, but you know, because like that kind of happened with me, you know, with like movies like that, you know.
Like I'll acknowledge, obviously, every time I talk about it, it does have its problems and stuff like that.
For sure, every movie is going to.
And I do acknowledge like other films are the filmmaking in those are better. Like that's what you know. When you say, okay, this is the best movie or something.
Well, no, see, and that's the thing. I wouldn't even say that. Because we're, like I said, we're just talking about our favorites. That's why I'm saying I don't think you could like. But I just think that's why I'm saying I just think that as you start to explore things, you'll kind of like your taste will maybe expand a little bit, because it happens. You know, it happens to everybody. It's still happening to me. You know what I mean?
Like Taxi Driver, shot up there.
Yeah, see,
as soon as I saw it, I was
that's
like,
what I'm saying. I think when you sit with that, and when you really sit down and you want to figure out which one you're gonna revisit more, you're gonna be like, you know what, it might be Taxi Driver over Watchmen. Maybe not Taxi Driver, but
it gave me. I don't know if you saw that, if you heard that podcast I did where me and Audrey were talking about it.
Yeah, because that was the one you guys talked about the film fan thing, right?
Yeah. Okay. We did it at the end. Mm-hmm. Like I found similarities of Travis and Rorschach, how they narrate and stuff like that. I was like, wait, maybe Al Moore kind of drew inspiration from him to do Rorschach, you know?
For sure.
So I saw a lot of similarities, and I think maybe that's why, you know, but also because, you know, of a bunch of other things. But so you started, we covered your YouTube channel and stuff like that. So like, have you always loved movies, or when did your love of movies start, and like how did that lead into?
Yeah, since I can remember. I mean, since I was like a little kid, as dumb as that sounds, you know, like I was trying to be an actor. My mom, and dad had even taken me to some like audition type things, you know, for young kids to be in commercials and stuff.
Diaper commercials.
Yeah, and I always most most people are not going to remember these things, but when I was younger, I used to get these things called newspapers, and in them they have this thing called a calendar section.
Yeah.
Which, because you couldn't go online and find out what movies were coming out, and unless I was watching TV or went to the movies, I didn't know what movies were coming out because trailers were. I couldn't just pick up a phone and look at a trailer or something. So I would have to go into the newspaper, and I would just be like, "Oh, I recognize that actor," and I would take out. They would have the times of all the it'd be a picture of a photo of the poster and then all the times that it's playing around you and stuff.
Yeah.
And I would just take all those. I literally had a chest, like a treasure chest, a big old thing full of those, from all the way from I was a kid up until maybe I was like I would say I probably started doing that since I can remember, so probably 6, 7, and then up until I was 15, 16.
Yeah.
Until we were able to call movie phone and stuff like that, and do things like that. But I used to go luckily, my grandpa was chill and would fall asleep during movies, so we were able to go see rated R movies when we were kids.
Yeah.
Because he just didn't care. He would take us and buy the tickets and then just fall asleep, and we'd go see stuff like The Rock and shit like that. You know what I mean? That our parents usually wouldn't let us see. But I've always just been to movies. I've always loved. I've always wanted to either be in them or make them. I was in drama in high school.
Me too.
Yeah.
Senior year.
Yeah, I was junior. I actually got out senior year. I was in sophomore and junior year. Yeah. And then I thought I was gonna be in a band, but that didn't happen. But so I wanted to be and then I always wanted to write stuff. I've always wanted to be a writer and an actor, basically. Yeah. And it wasn't until I would say maybe 6 years ago that I really wanted to start directing, where I really started caring about directors per se. Yeah. I've always watched movies based on acting performances. Yeah. And now I'm really geared towards more filmmaking in general, acting performances as well, but the filmmaking itself around it has to be good. I can't just. I used to be able to watch something I don't know if you've ever seen My Left Foot with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis, yeah.
Well, it's an amazing performance, but that movie is so fucking boring and just so fucking paint by numbers.
Well, you didn't get it then, man. I just can't.
So fucking paint by numbers, Oscar baity. It just doesn't do anything to do anything but just here's this story. But Daniel Day-Lewis,
just to kind of this is Daniel Day-Lewis.
Exactly, but Daniel Day-Lewis is fantastic, and so when I was younger, I used to really be into those types of movies. Now I really can't watch that stuff. I'm more geared towards. Everything has to come together, as a whole for it to really be oh shit, I really like this fucking movie.
Yeah.
So but since I was younger, always.
Yeah, and then I don't know if she's in the shop, but you can see my cat. Yeah, she's right here. I wanted to address that earlier, but I was like, you know what, I don't know if she's in the shop, but whatever, she's just chilling here. So how was your childhood, man? You said you like movies and stuff like that. Were did you have any siblings or something like that, or?
I have. I have 3 younger brothers. Yeah.
So you're the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Do you still talk to them, or?
Yeah. I talk to all my siblings. Sure.
Yeah. You guys get along, or?
So I have 2 younger brothers, and then I have a step brother and a step sister.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So you guys are cool and everything like that?
Oh yeah, I'm cool with all of them and stuff. Yeah.
And how was your childhood? Were you a troublemaker or something like that, or?
No. Not really. When I was younger, I was just I was pretty shy. I would say I was pretty quiet. Yeah. I cared a lot what people thought. I cared a lot what people would think of me. If I said what I thought. Yeah. So I was. I wasn't I wouldn't say I was a crazy kid. I did pretty much what I needed, what I was told. For the most part. I just really hated school. When I was younger, but I was smart enough that I could not ever go to it, but still pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I especially in high school. I fucking hated high school. I just hate people. No, I just don't I just really didn't like high school, and I just thought everybody was an idiot. And so I would ditch a lot in high school, but I was still able to pass my test and stuff like that. There was only one class that the teacher kind of just was nope, you missing is gonna go towards that. So I had to take night school, but I wouldn't say I was a troublemaker. I didn't start drinking and doing drugs till I was 21. No, maybe 19. Yeah. So I was pretty mellow, just skater,
no problems
kid.
Or anything like that.
Not really. I probably argued with my parents and stuff, but just about dumb suburban teen shit. You know, nothing I never really caused too
like,
much.
I wanted a black car instead of this car.
Or just you're just like, oh, why didn't you like let me wear this shirt to church or some dumb shit? You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I hated going to church. As a
yeah,
kid,
I don't even get me started on fucking church.
Yeah.
But yeah, like yeah. So it wasn't like I wasn't like I wouldn't say I was like a troublemaker or anything. I mean, yeah, I just kind of like skateboarded, listened to music. I just like I said, I just literally watched movies.
Yeah.
I don't think I had like I mean I had friends and stuff, but I think I didn't really have like a social life too much because I just wanted to watch movies. Like I like renting movies and just hanging out and watching. Man. I just like stay up at night and watch movies that I knew were gonna come out late, you know, on HBO or Comedy Central and shit like that. But I mean, I skateboarded with like my brother and my cousin when I was younger. Like in high school, I had friends and stuff, and that's when I really started to have a social life. When I started getting in a band, that's when I started like hanging out with more people, and so that's why I kind of like stuck with that. I kind of gave up the like being an actor and like worrying about like, you know, trying to be in movies or do stuff with movies. So like, yeah, like when I was like, you know, like 16 to like 24, probably I was just like a drunk idiot, just playing in a band, just you know, just being an asshole.
And what kind of music did you play? Like what instrument? Or you sing or something?
No, I played guitar in a band and bass in a band. So I was in like 2 or 3 bands.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know, just like around that time it was like that, like kind of like screamo, like hardcore, like stuff. You know, I don't know if you're ever into that stuff, but
I've heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, just like stuff like that. I don't know if you ever heard of like Glassjaw.
Yeah,
like,
actually.
Saves the Day and stuff like that. It's just like kind of stuff like that we were playing.
Yeah. And you still play or you just?
No, I haven't really in a while. Sometimes I'll fiddle with the guitar and stuff. And like one of my friends, he's like making some music for a new, like not YouTube channel, but I'm doing like a new segment on my channel. And he's making some music for me, and like it kind of got me excited. I'm gonna I wrote a little thing on guitar, and I'm gonna record it just to kind of have. So
cool.
Kind of started getting back into it.
Yeah, and so like coming off that, like what are some of your other like passions besides movies? Like music, you like playing guitar and stuff like that. Like anything else that you can say on the video?
I mean, honestly, no. I'm pretty uninteresting person. That's why I kind of lean into the movie personality. I just get stoned and watch movies. I mean, one thing that I do really, really like enjoy and that like is comedy, stand-up comedy, and like sketch comedy.
I see you go to some shows like every now and then.
Yeah, that's one thing that I don't understand why more people aren't like going to do like the movies.
Yeah.
Like it should be like the movies. People should be going to see stand-up comedy like every weekend, like every Friday night, even during the week, because there's free comedy all over the place.
Yeah.
And even they might not be like the famous comedians, you know, like the Joe Rogans and the ones that everybody knows. And those guys are funny, but there's places that you can go, like in LA, even like in Pomona, and like West Covina.
There's even improv right here at the Cherry Mills.
There's like a bunch of like places you can go where you can get like really good comedy, and so that's one thing that I'm really passionate about. I used to actually produce a comedy show for a little bit in Pasadena, so it was pretty cool, and I just met like a bunch of cool people through that. You know, like it's just comics are just really cool people, and they're just really interesting. I've just always like admired that. I tried to do like stand up like for like a couple of months. Yeah. And it was just like
it's horrible.
Oh yeah. It's like you really have to want to do it to do it. And I was just like trying to try it out, you know, to try because I want to be like I'd rather be a joke writer. I'd rather write stuff that people, you know, act out than be the person acting it out.
Have a whole set plan and stuff like that.
Yeah, or just like write, you know, like sketch comedy or something, you know, like write for anything, or any comedy show or something like that. You know, I'd rather do that than be the performer of it. But yeah, so writing and comedy, that's kind of my thing. Yeah. I mean, just like I wasn't really too crazy about it before, but like I like traveling. That's something that just kind of happened recently that like my ex kind of got me like into. Yeah. But I mean, I don't do it that much because it costs too fucking much. Yeah. But like I always wish I could. There's always times I was like, oh shit, I wish I could just go to like anytime there's a film festival, mostly, and that's another thing too. What's gonna motivate me is there's got to be like movies there. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's got to be like I really want to go to Austin just to go have a beer at the Alamo Draft House and watch a movie. You know what I mean? Like, and after that I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd be like, oh shit, what's in Austin?
Like what now?
Where do I go see? You know?
Yeah. For like example, this past, I think it's still going on. Like TIFF would be cool. I think that would be great.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Honestly, I just saw like Alicia Malone, you know her. She's great YouTuber, I guess but she's a critic. She's an actual critic. Yeah. And
a few books.
She's out in TIFF right now, and she like is doing kind of like these videos that kind of tell you like if you're new to it, and kind of how to like survive it and what to do. Yeah. And she said that anybody can apply for press credentials as long as you have a letter from your editor. Yeah. So I've just been like, for instance, some other things have asked for that. I've just been having my buddy like write out a letter,
like something.
Just be like, oh, I'm the editor of Room 666.
Can you do that? Like, okay, I am the editor in chief. Like,
I did that once, and but they denied me. I don't know if that's why.
Yeah.
The LA Film Festival denied me. Thanks a lot, guys.
So you finally heard back?
Yeah, they just hit me up. They just hit me back up. Yeah, that's cool though. But I haven't seen where AFI opened up, but I got AFI press credentials last year. I didn't need any kind of note from the editor. I don't think.
Damn, I still need to apply for that. I don't know.
I don't think it's up yet. I don't think it's up.
Oh
yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll let you know for sure. Yeah, because I usually need like I need another wingman for myself. I'm usually there by myself because you get one ticket for yourself, and unless your friends or something go online and get their own tickets.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
that's how it was when I applied for LA Comic Con. Yeah, I actually got accepted, and I told my buddy Audrey from the Real Talk, hey, go apply, and she did. And she got accepted too. She put all my stuff, so
nice.
We're gonna go to that. That's
I'm gonna start doing that too. See, I didn't even think of that. Did you just did to Long Beach too, right?
Yeah, but I went with Rama.
Oh, okay.
So I applied for that too, but they denied me.
Yeah.
But he said, hey, I have like an extra pass if you want to come, and that was cool, man.
Yeah,
it was a cool little experience.
All that the AFI experience was super cool. It was just super chill, like just kind of being able to like just. I don't know. Just you can kind of you kind of weasel your way into the parties.
Yeah.
If you can find a way to do that.
Yeah.
One of my buddies was able to do that for the Disaster Artist after party.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of chill, just being able to like wear that badge. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like a nice thing.
Skip lines.
Just being like a movie fan and just being like, yep, I'm press here. I don't know. It's just cool. Even though you're not really a critic, at least for me, that's what I felt. I felt like if someone were to ask me, like oh, what do you write for? I would have been like. I'd be like, well, I do a YouTube channel.
Over there, fucking James Franco, and just leave.
But yeah, so that's I'm gonna try to go to TIFF because the only thing is that you're gonna need money to like. I think you still have to like. Not every single ticket is press tickets. I think you still have to like pay for them. I think.
Yeah, some of them you do.
Because I know Sundance, you can get press credentials and you still have to pay like a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And you gotta like. Wherever you're going to stay at, and if you're going to drive, or the plane ticket, and just obviously food.
Yeah, just your life trying to live there. Maybe all the Ubers you're going to have to take or whatever,
Yeah. I'm going to actually talk to one of my buddies, he's over there right now, and he saw a lot of, so I'm going to be like, how was that, try to go next year. It'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that's something too, like, coming into this, I just thought, hey, I'm going to be reviewing movies, talking about movies. And I slowly, when I started talking to everybody else in the community, I started to realize, oh shit, we can experience these little things. Like go to Comic Cons or festivals, and I was like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. Or like press screenings, the early screenings. I was like, damn, like.
And I saw Jeremy John slither his way, and I said I could do that too.
On the record, I never really liked him either. Like I just kind of thought he was kind of annoying, man. Like that's why I leaned to Stuckman. I don't know if you like Stuckman.
Oh, Stuckman's fine. I just think he's a goofy ass dude. Yeah. But he's fine. I think he's actually trying to give actual film criticism.
Yeah.
I just think it's a little like misplaced sometimes. He's just kind of like goofy. But he's fine. Yeah, he's cool.
He's trying to do retro reviews too, like older movies. Yeah. Because I don't think he was doing that before.
No,
so
he wasn't.
Pretty cool.
Which it is good because it'll get his kind of followers to watch those older movies. Yeah. That's my only thing, man. Just watch older movies.
Yeah.
Guys, watch older movies.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because a lot of people, like, a lot of times, a lot of people will go, oh, I like this movie, but it's like, if you like the director, like, it's cool to see what influenced him, and those are a lot of these directors and a lot of older films and stuff, and it's cool to see their influence, like, You're Never Really Here. Now that I saw Taxi Drivers, oh shit, like, okay, it was she, right?
Yeah.
What's her name? Something with an L, yeah. She was definitely inspired by Taxi Driver, and
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was great.
Yeah, and you should watch all her older stuff.
You told me what else did she do?
She did. We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Dogtooth.
No. She did Ratcatcher, which is on Criterion. Which, if you ever have like the money to do, you should get Filmstruck.
Yeah.
It's a streaming service through Criterion and Classic Turner Movies.
Yeah.
They have nothing but great old classic indies, like everything that even new stuff. Like they have stuff like that Dogtooth, like. All that shit. That's
Who did Dogtooth?
That's Yorgos Lanthimos. He did the Lobster.
Yeah, Lobster and don't tell me. It's killing of a sacred deer, right?
Yeah.
I was calling it killing of a scared deer. I don't know why, man. For the longest, I was like, dude, I do. Like,
oh, really? Yeah. I think I might have it too. I do that sometimes.
But only with my, like, left and right turns.
Oh, okay.
Every time I give people directions, oh, yeah, take the next, like, I'm going to go right. You know? It's like, fuck. But, so, going off that, we talked about siblings, how you were in school and stuff like that. You talk about a little bit about your short films. You dabbled into a little bit, like, where could people find those, and like talk about your experiences, what you learned, stuff like that.
Yeah. So when there was like time, like that I was out of work. I mean, I've also just been working since I was in high school. I used to work in the cafeteria in high school.
Oh, really?
During lunch, and I got paid. They gave me money, like a check at the end of every 2 weeks. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So so I've been working since and then literally a couple of days after I graduated, my dad's like, get in the car, and he took me to a place to sign up for a temp jobs, like warehouses and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So I've been kind of working since I was younger. So there was I got fired around a certain time.
Yeah.
And I kind of just took advantage of it. I was like, well, fuck, I haven't I never really had time that I wasn't working. So I got unemployment, and my friend was a Rio Hondo, and he was kind of doing this kind of film studies class.
Yeah.
And he wasn't really into films and stuff, but he kind of started getting into it more. And he watched movies, but he didn't really know about anything, kind of just watch whatever anyone told him to watch. And so he started getting really into it, and that's when we were just we should do, I told him, I was I have all these ideas for short skits and stuff, and he's like, oh yeah? And he was able to borrow cameras from the school and stuff, and we had another friend who just so happened to start working and doing reality TV shows. He was a cameraman for reality TV shows, just Real Housewives and shit like that. And he had just gotten a really dope camera, and so he wanted to do stuff with it as opposed to the stuff that he was doing. Yeah. So we're all right, cool. So we're getting together, and we just did a bunch of little skits, and we cut them together. And at first he just kind of showed them to his class and to his teacher, and then I was like, oh, we should just put them up on YouTube. And he's like, all right, and we put them on YouTube, and they got a pretty good response. And so I was like, oh shit, we should do short films.
Yeah. And
it kind of just went from there. It's if you're doing it with your friends, it's super fun.
Yeah.
Because once you start having to kind of get professional, and you want to get actors, and you want to really find people who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not fun. It's just that you've got to really be about it,
Yeah, exactly.
And so when we were doing sketches and stuff like that, it was just fun. We were just getting stoned and getting drunk and just being let's write down what's funny to us. Yeah. Figure it out how we're gonna film it. Set up the camera how we want, and just be dumb. You know? And so we did that, and we did a bunch of them that we made a channel called Indie Face Productions. If you guys want to check that out, Indie Face Productions.
Link in the description below.
We actually did a web series, which is about a bunch of guys trying to make a movie who can't make a movie, and that's what the web series is about. But it's also that they can't really make a web series.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a meta, mockumentary. Yeah. Kind of like The Office. That's what we were really kind of trying to copy or trying to be like. And so it's like that. And we were able to film it at Rio Hondo at a college.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty good because we have these really fucking amazing cameras.
Yeah.
We have all this great we all had lavaliers and stuff that we could wear.
Okay,
we had everything that we needed. We had all this stuff. But then we just sucked at writing and acting, So it's I would say check it out. It's not our best stuff, but it's called Losing the Plot.
Yeah.
It was really kind of all over the place because I was trying to make it more about movies and about movie reference stuff, whereas the other writer and my friend Paul, he was just kind of doing dick and drug jokes, you know, and it didn't really all meld together. Some things are funny, but not all of it completely. But I'm proud that I did it. It was practice, all of this is just practice. So it's cool. It's fun. I like doing that. I still want to make more short films.
Yeah.
I have a couple that are actually up on my channel called Roommates.
Yeah.
Blue Summers, which is for the Marvel fans. Which I just want to say, all right, a lot of people are going to go watch that Blue Summers one. Yeah. And they're going to say that I stole it from Taika Waititi, the Thor Ragnarok, the one where it's about his roommate.
Yeah.
Remember that little short that they had? Because the Blue Summers one is about Cyclops and a roommate. Cyclops getting kicked out of X Mansion after Phoenix, part 2? X-Men
Yeah.
2, and then going and living with a roommate. But we did that way before.
Yeah.
Way before Thor and way before, you know?
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
It's like your idea, man.
I actually tweeted at Marvel about
Yeah.
it, but, you know. Yeah, so, like, I had a few short films up on there.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so it's just been kind of hard to do them lately just because I haven't had, like, people to be in them.
Yeah.
And I have to do everything. Like, I have to be the person that acts and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I hope to be a writer and director.
Yeah.
I've kind of been taking sketch writing classes at UCB, which is like a comedy sketch school.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm kind of working my way into that. I've always wanted to do this stuff. I just I was just
taking your time.
I was just a lazy drunk asshole for a long time. You know, I just
Yeah.
was like, I'm just gonna work a job and just do whatever. You know, live it day
just
by day.
chill. Yeah.
And now I'm just like, oh shit, now I probably should get this.
Yeah. Get going.
Get this shit going. Yeah. So I'm kind of so. I mean, I know you said you want to do like short films and stuff, so I'm always down to collaborate, especially now that I for some reason I thought you were gonna be like all far. This is not far at all, honestly.
Yeah.
But for some reason I thought I was gonna be like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to go like all far. I'm gonna have to take a 10 or something just because I gotta sleep on the freeway. But no, it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're ever down to film stuff,
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I'm not that far from here either. If you want to head out that way, we usually always film like around there. Like my house is always cool to film at. So yeah, but it's super fun, man. I love doing it. It's like I said, if you guys ever see my channel, you know I just try to do those stupid sketches.
Yeah.
I try to always just do them as much as I can because I just like.
They're a lot of fun, man.
I just like
I
writing
like 'em.
stuff to make people laugh. That's kind of just what I hope. What I hope I'm able to do. You know, I wouldn't call myself a writer. I wouldn't call myself a critic. You know, these are things I'm striving for. You know, these are things I'm hoping to become. You know, like I just don't really like it when people are just like, yeah, you know, I put up a video on YouTube. I'm a critic. I'm a writer. I'm a this. I'm a, you know, it's just like, nah, like, yeah, you gotta wait till people start calling you that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just call yourself that. But at the same time, this day and age, you have to be like that. You have to be the guy who's like, I'm this, or else the guy who's doing that is gonna knock you over. You know?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's kind of hard. That's why I just have. That's kind of why like I want to gear more towards doing short films because that's a lot funner, more satisfying. Whereas like being a critic, it's like in that scene in Birdman, you know, where it's just like one becomes a critic because they can't become an artist. You know, like they're not good enough to become an artist, and that's what I sometimes feel like. That's the insecurity inside me.
Yeah.
It's like you're over here telling your opinions about movies and like. But you're asking to get up and go make one, you know? Like that's what.
Exactly.
So that's kind of like my kind of like dilemma with this. So that's why I try to do both, you know, kind of combine them both together.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't say that I'm good at it. I'm hoping that I'm getting there, you know? I'm trying to be good at it. So, yeah.
Dude, and something that you talked about is doing stuff with your friends, and that's what I've done in the past, just doing stuff with my friends and just shooting something and having a blast. And I think that is a good route to take if your friends are really into it too, because I found that we learned a lot doing that. Like, okay, the next one we make, we did all these mistakes.
Exactly.
So we could learn like that. And film school is like, one of my buddies was actually trying to go to film school, and he kind of got tired of, you know, all the restrictions. You know, he wanted to talk about something or do something. They're like, no, you got to do it like this for this semester or something. It's like, how are you going to get that creative person's, you know, juices or whatever when they really want it? And that's why he stopped going. He's trying to, you know, I was actually in one of his short films that he did have all that. He had the DP, producer, and all that stuff. And I'm really excited. I was just like you know, I had 2 lines, but it was cool. It was cool to see.
Yeah, you were
all
good
that
enough
stuff.
to be in all of it.
I was like, you know, I had one good performance, nearly dead. And no, that's a video I did a long time ago. I'll probably release it sometime later. But yeah, it was cool. Like it was a cool experience, and that's why I just want to tell anybody who's watching this wants to be a filmmaker, just go out there and do it with your buddies. You'll learn a lot more actually doing it, you know, than going to reading a book or take a class or something.
And honestly, another thing too is that what really does help, and it sounds kind of dumb, but like just watching films.
Yeah.
And just taking notice of what they do.
Exactly.
It really does help you, because it really did help. Like when we were doing the, you know, and if you're trying to do a web series, watching TV shows.
Yeah.
So like, you know, we really helped us like cut together that web series and kind of figure out what beats and when to. I mean, we didn't execute it right, but watching The Office kind of over and over again, like really watching it and really like studying it and studying why it was funny and where people laughed and what, you know, why characters did what they did.
Yeah.
It really helped us kind of figure out what we needed to do or how we should like do it. And now that we're gonna try to do something again, you know, I think we'll do it a lot better. I think we'll have, you know, because we were able to do that shitty one, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's another thing too, you know. Nowadays, you know, with the internet, it's before I think it was kind of bad to put out your shitty work.
Yeah.
I think you just do your shitty work and learn from it and try to do your best work. But I think now with the internet and YouTube, I think it's fine, you know. Like there was like a part of me that was just like, man, I should take that web series down.
Yeah.
I should like take those old sketches down because they're bad. They're not good. But at the same time, it's just like, well, people found them funny at the time.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's just kind of like learning things, you know. Like I mean, they're not like that bad, you know.
Yeah,
not as bad as most shit that's on the internet, you know.
And if anybody tries to criticize, you know, you can understand some of the criticisms, but at the same time, it's like, well, like why don't you try to do it and see how better your first time or second time would have been, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So it's like you can come at it like that, like kind of see, okay, well, this is my first web series or something, you know.
Right.
So, you know, if I were to do one now with those resources, it would have been, you know, better. You know?
For sure. We just had. Fortunately, we had all the resources. We just didn't have the time to put it together. We just had like, all right, we have this week that we can use this space and all this stuff, and we were just like, ah, shit, we got to put together.
Yeah,
so
something.
We had the idea, but we didn't have it out completely. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, it's super fun, and it's true. Like, just do it and watch films. If you want to be a filmmaker. I mean, not every filmmaker watches every film, but, you know, I just, you know, even if you just like music videos, I mean, just study it, you know, just kind of look at it and just kind of figure out, you know, when, you know, what like a edit is and what a, you know, what a pan is and what those simple things are, you know, just when to use them. And because a lot of first time people, you know, they know all that stuff and they're just like, well, I'm just going to use it for everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to just fucking like do every fucking shot is going to be like some fucking like thing, you know, and it's just like, no, like, not everything has to be. If you watch really good movies, you don't even notice that they're doing the things that they're doing until you notice it. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, it's true what you say about film school, I think, because I had a buddy who went there too, and, you know, it's basically just to kind of get connections and kind of get, you know, job offers where you can be a PA or something, you know? Yeah. But
like have that on your resume. Hey, I went to this.
But it doesn't really, like, teach you something that you don't already know if you're already trying to do that, you know. And if you just went out and did it with your friends, you know.
I've always been more of a hands-on learner. So
that's for sure. Same here.
Learn more actually doing it, and that's why I feel like high school wasn't for me, because they just give you a book, memorize this, take the test, and next week we're gonna try to memorize something else.
Yeah, like I'm not really good at that. I can't really just like read something and then like have that knowledge and do a test of it or something. Yeah. That's why I like. That's why I hate fucking movie trivia, Schmodown. Yeah. That's why I hate that.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's just knowing like nonsensical facts. You know? Just like, who gives a shit when a movie came out? Was it good or not?
Or something like that. Like, I mean, there is those people who like.
But I mean, I'm not saying that. I just.
Yeah.
Christian Harloff has me blocked, so.
Yeah. I know, man. You're your pal. Wait, but then, that was Instagram, I think.
No, it was on Twitter.
It was on Twitter?
Yeah,
no, wait, but because you sent me something, but that was on Instagram, right?
Oh yeah, he didn't block me on Instagram. Yeah.
I was like, wait, how'd you?
That's because I don't comment on his stuff or anything. I don't even. That was the first time I noticed that he had. That's the first time I even realized I was following him. I forgot. Yeah.
Freaking you.
But look, it's because he said on Collider.
Yeah.
To millions of people, or the thousands of people that watch it, he said like, "Oh yeah, Shape of Water was cool." But you don't have to go out to the movie theater and see that. You can skip that and wait till like Netflix or whatever. He's all, but The Last Jedi, even if you've seen it once, it's worth going to see twice just to kind of blah blah. I'm like, I was just like, dude, like you wonder why people call you guys Disney shills. Yeah. Like you say shit like that. It's just like, man, like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like to say like, don't go see Shape of Water in the theaters, but go see Last Jedi twice. Like, why not see both? Yeah. Why can't you see both? Like, you know, like
what the hell? Yeah.
And so like I just kind of like commented on that, like on his post of that video. I was just like, I put what I just said. I said, you guys wonder why, you know, I don't think you guys are Disney shills, but you guys wonder why people attack you, and you wonder why Red Letter Media and all these channels make fun of you guys for hawking out Disney and Star Wars shit because they think you guys are being paid to do it because you guys sound like it. It like literally sounds like it, and you just block me.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Like I like some of their stuff, but I do like Movie Talk. I haven't seen it in like a while because it's called Movie Talk, but like they just cover the big stuff, and I'm like, well, I want to learn more and know about other things like I didn't even know about Beautiful Boy. So it would have been cool. Like, hey, you know, this movie with, you know, the kid that was in Timothy Chalamet, the kid that was in Call Me by Your Name, you know.
Yeah.
So
and
it's
those
like,
things are good for people that, you know, you don't like to watch trailers, so they're just kind of talking about the movie, not showing you the trailer. So, you know, you could just get that information just through that.
Yeah.
But they would rather tell you that Alec Baldwin is in the Joker movie. Alec Baldwin's not in the Joker movie. Alec Baldwin might be in the Joker movie. If Alec Baldwin was in the Joker movie, who would have played?
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin's not in the Joker movie, but he might be in another Batman movie. Who do you think you should play in that movie?
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck.
That's what I've seen some of your stuff. Like you just like highlight the different like, okay, we got one story. How could we do like 10 videos off of this story?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Or just like there's one trailer. How can we fucking put out 20 reaction videos to this one fucking trailer, because everyone's gonna click on that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone, you know, I mean,
that's
what people like.
Man. Yeah,
people like
reactions.
that shit. And, you know, and look, I know a lot of channels do trailer reactions. And that's fine. I don't, and I know I make fun of them. You know, it's just like kind of poking fun. You know, it's completely fine. But I just don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe all of you. I don't believe that everyone's that enthusiastic every time they watch a trailer. I don't believe you. I don't believe that you could really have that much emotion and that much like, like you just can't. I do, but inside, like that. Like when I watched the Infinity War trailer, inside I was just like, oh fuck. Yeah. But like, you know, like I wasn't just like, fuck. Like, you know, like I just, you know, I was at work and like, you know, when it premiered or whatever, and I was like. I was like right there being like, oh shit, like, you know, like, but inside, like, you know, like, and so it's hard.
People are just like overreacting, just fucking stroking and shit.
And it's hard for me to believe that they can do that every single
trailer. Yeah, that's why I don't do them. I think I did one, and that was for The Last Jedi, and I think I had like 2 reactions, but most of the time, I've said this before, I'd just be me just with a blank emotion, you know. So that's why I don't do them, because I'm like, what do you guys want from me, you know? Like,
see, I was gonna do one. That was gonna be like it was gonna be for Infinity War, I think. Yeah. Where I was just, or no, I think The Last Jedi it might was gonna be where I was just gonna kind of do basically the Happy Time Murder thing. I was just gonna get like silly string and put it right here. Yeah. And like have it and just like and just have it shooting up. You know, just be like like that. But I didn't do it because I was like, I don't know.
And real quick, what are your thoughts on The Last Jedi?
Oh, it's fine. I thought it was fine. I thought. There's parts of it that was cool. I thought that because Ryan Johnson directed it, you actually had like some really fucking amazing shots, some really great cinematography, some really cool like things that I don't think would have been there if he wasn't behind the camera. But then at the same time, I just didn't really care for the story as a whole. I just wasn't interested. I just, you know, that casino planet was stupid. Oh, yeah. I just kind of like, I felt like there wasn't really anything for anybody to do. Yeah. And so, I don't know, it was just kind of
like a lot of people were saying they should have traded that Canto Bight stuff for more of explaining why Luke turned on Kylo, because that's a lot of people's, you know...
For sure,
you know,
for sure.
Luke was this, you know... Yeah. God or whatever, and he turned on Kylo so quick and whatever. But yeah, I came out of it, like, loving it. I still wasn't my favorite, but I really loved it. And then I went back with, like, watching it with everybody else's criticisms of the movie. And I understood them, and it kind of went down a little bit for me, but I still really like it. I think it's like my 5th favorite Star Wars.
I don't know. Everyone just needs to get over it.
And calm down. Like,
everyone just needs to realize that there's other movies out there that you could go watch another movie.
At the end of the day, it's just a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, like...
it's not like...
like, it's fucking like... I mean... Yeah, who cares? Like, you know, to be mad at, like, you know, the actresses and, like Kelly Marie Tran or that's her name. I believe that's her name. Yeah, like people getting mad at her and shit like that. It's just like what a bunch of losers these people are. You know what I mean? Come to now, man. It's just really sad because it's like if you don't like a movie, like don't like a movie. Like that's like I didn't like Jurassic World Fallen King. I mean, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Right? Is that the latest one? Yeah. But I wasn't gonna go like harass like. That the new young actors in it and be like, oh, you fucking, like, just, you know, tell that one little kid with the glass, all you did was fucking scream all stupid all the time, you fucking suck, and call them, like, a bunch of names, you know? It's just like, I move on and I go watch another movie.
I didn't like it, I'm gonna go watch something else I like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, harass the director and be like, you fucking ruined this franchise. Like, that's so dumb to me. All that stuff is so dumb to me. You can't ruin a franchise. You just can't. You can't. Like, if you like the first 3 Star Wars movies, that's all they were supposed to be. So the fact that you're getting all these other ones, you should be very fucking lucky. Yeah. You should be happy about it, and nothing is ruining it. Yeah. The prequels didn't ruin anything. These ones aren't. You can not like something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... It is.
Also,
what it
that's
is.
that's how I feel like with the remakes. Yeah,
For
whatever.
sure. Remakes,
They're gonna
exactly.
do the remake, but it's not like it's
Remake
gonna
and
take away
sequels.
Back to the Future. It's
Yeah.
still gonna be there. You can still watch that and enjoy that for what it is.
Yeah,
Like you don't have to watch a remake.
You know, they did a Raging Bull sequel.
Really?
Yeah, where it was I think it was him
what?
younger. It went straight to
okay.
like DVD.
Yeah.
And Martin Scorsese had nothing to do with it. It was just like the studio just had those rights, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and
So
they
they're
just did
why
like,
not?
yeah, when he was like younger, coming up. I think that's what it was about. Like,
Yeah, because I was like, sequel. What could they do?
exactly. and so what you know, I saw that and I didn't go like, oh my god, Raging Bull's ruined for me.
Yeah.
Like, one of my favorite movies is being ruined. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to call the studio. Like, you know, it's just like I saw it and I was like, oh, that's dumb. Like,
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
It's not like worth doing all that because it's just a movie. It's
Yeah.
not like something political or
Right.
something or something.
It's not gonna do anything to your life.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, you could literally go watch hundreds, thousands of more films.
Yeah.
That'll be, if you didn't like The Last Jedi, better. If you like The Last Jedi, good or better, you know, or whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it just you know, you don't have to be stuck on one movie.
Yeah.
That's really one of the problems too. That with like YouTubers and all that stuff is that they're all just kind of stuck in one like thing. It's just like, yeah, we get it. Like you know, like Black Panther, everyone wants to just talk about like, ooh, it's Oscar chances, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, like, you know, but if you're a realistic human being,
Don't get me started on the whole most popular film fucking.
oh, well, see, that's and that, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Oscars aren't anything. The Oscars are garbage. All
Yeah.
award shows are just garbage.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they do help certain films be seen. If there's not like, you know, for instance, if a You Were Never Really Here gets nominated for acting, or it should get nominated for fucking directing, but it's
Yeah.
not going to. It'll get more people to watch Lynn Ramsey's movies. It'll get
Yeah.
more people to watch more indie stuff, you know? At
Yeah.
least in my opinion, that's what I think happens, you know?
Yeah.
Because when, like, Moonlight was, like, you know, nominated and stuff, like, I think a lot of people were just like, oh, crazy, that's, like, that's a pretty indie movie that's not, like, a straightforward, like,
Yeah.
you just go watch that, like, with
It
friends
was
and
by
family.
about a gay person too,
Right.
so it's like what the
Yeah,
heck? Like,
and it's not, like, done in, like, you know, because, like, there you could have, like, a mainstream movie like Love, Simon, which is
Yeah.
about, you know, a gay person coming out and stuff. But it could still kind of be mainstream and not kind of, you know, still deal with that subject, but not in such a, like, heavy way that, like,
Yeah.
Moonlight did, you know, where Moonlight's kind of showing it in, like, a really, like, you know,
Call Me by Your Name.
yeah, or Call Me by Your Name, where it's like, you know, they don't really ever come to a resolution with their sexuality in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of this weird thing, like that, you know, and that's why I like those movies a lot better, because, you know, it's just there's nuance there. There's no, I don't like definite endings. I hate definite
Yeah.
endings. I like when there's like kind of like
Inception.
you know, Inception. Even like You Were Never Really Here, like. You know,
yeah.
what's going to happen to them after? You don't know. You can only make that up in your head.
Or even like Taxi Driver, right?
Taxi Driver too, yeah, like shit like that, where it's just like even like Birdman and like Prisoners.
Oh yeah, Birdman. Is a
I
good
think
one.
like those endings are just like yeah, that's great. You know, those like, or Enemy is like one of my favorite endings of
Did
all
you like
time.
Three Billboards?
I love Three
That,
Billboards.
the ending of that too is kind
Ending
of
of
like,
Three
what's
Billboards.
gonna
That's
happen?
probably one of the reasons why I love that movie so much,
Yeah.
because I was just like, what? Like, there's still so much novel. Like, to me, that was like a little novel. It was like a little short story. Reading a little short
like
story.
it could have been. They could have shown them going there, or maybe if they turn back or
Right.
something.
And
A lot of people
it
are like,
wouldn't have mattered, you know.
Man, it sucked because it didn't have. You know, it's like
Yeah,
what the fuck?
I like being able to like have my own thoughts about the movie after, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I kind of real quick, man. Raging Bull, man, almost lost it at the end when he's in prison.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
It's powerful.
I'm telling you, man. You
De Niro, man.
have
That's
you
just
seen
like
King of-
fuck.
Now, have you seen The King of Comedy yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Alright.
That's my next one with along with Vertigo.
Okay, Vertigo. Oh, you mean Cape Fear? Oh, you're
No,
talking-
yeah, like the actual. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a straight De Niro thing.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, I thought you were doing like a Scorsese De Niro thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, because I know there's Cape Fear and there's like another one. Right?
You haven't seen Cape Fear?
No, I haven't seen Cape
Of course
Fear.
you have. Of course you have.
Split the two. No,
Well,
but
so okay, so without having seen what you've seen, which is fine.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Martin Scorsese movie? What have you of what you've seen?
I used to say The Departed, but I think now I have to say Taxi Driver.
Okay, all right, good,
Yeah.
good, yeah,
Or even Raging Bull. I would put those two above The Departed.
for sure.
And that's
And
saying a
Departed's
lot.
not bad. Departed's not bad.
Yeah. Have you seen the original, Eternal Affairs?
No, I haven't.
I heard it's.
I want to see it because it was on Netflix or something.
Oh, was it really?
I think it was on Hulu, maybe.
Yeah.
It was on somewhere, and I meant to watch it, but I think it's off now. But yeah, so Yeah. Okay. Good. Get into more Scorsese, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been meaning to make you a list, like a list.
Oh, you
of, like,
did. You did send me some, but it's not just Scorsese, right? It's
yeah, I
just,
send you like kind of stuff that was on Hulu. I think that was like kind of more indie, weird stuff.
Yeah.
But even if you just get Filmstruck, if you ever just like want to try a free trial of that, and you get like, because it's such an interactive thing that once you go on the homepage, you'll just get lost in movies.
Yeah.
Because it'll just be like, oh, you'll discover these, and it'll be like, oh, Guillermo del Toro's top 10, and you'll just kind of go through all that. It's really, really great.
Yeah,
I just love old movies, man. I just love, I'm doing a segment called Criterion Collection.
Yeah.
Criterion Cult about the Criterion
your contest
Collection.
was over yesterday, right?
Actually, I'm going to expand the contest.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to expand it a little bit longer. First. Yeah, I meant to comment on it. I'm going to expand a little longer just so we could kind of, because we're going to do, I've got, when did you know when you're going to put this out? Do you plan on?
Next week.
Okay.
Next week.
All right, yeah, so by the time this is out, we hope to have a White Boy Rick review, Mandy review, and
you can see that tonight, right?
Yeah, and the Sister Brothers review. Yeah. So
when are you gonna see that? I got passes for it
Thursday.
This Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go see it next Wednesday.
Oh 19th. Yeah, I'm gonna see it on Thursday.
Joaquin Phoenix, man, he's making a little.
Jacques Oudard,
the
director. You gotta see his shit, man. I'm telling you.
So it's not because at first I thought it was like this, it was trying to be like this dumb comedy, John C. Reilly. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's another thing about that.
Especially his performance.
I think the way that they have to sell these movies now is they have to dumb them down for people to think oh, it's just going to be a dumb comedy. I'll go see it. Because that's the way that the Sister Brothers was kind of sold.
Marketed, yeah.
Yeah, and but if you know the director and you see his previous stuff, you know that it's going to be something a little more.
What else has he done?
Well, he did Rust and Bone,
yeah.
D-Pen. And A Prophet, which is probably his best movie. They're on
Filmstruck
French.
Oh, French. Oh.
They're French, so this is his first English language movie.
Yeah. Oh, really?
But D-Pen is on Netflix, and I would say watch that one to kind of get a good sense of how he's able to blend styles together.
Yeah.
Because D-Pen is about these Sri Lanki, I believe they're called, immigrants, or he's. Yeah, and this guy, he has to it's a guy, a woman, and a child. Yeah. Basically, there's a war-torn country, they're being pushed out of it. They have to make this makeshift family on their way out to let them get across the border.
Yeah.
And they go to France, and they're just living in kind of these project buildings.
Yeah.
And there's drug dealers there. And so it kind of starts off as this kind of family drama about this family trying to survive and then it kind of switches into overdrive because the husband has to become a drug dealer and he starts fighting with all the drug dealers, all the French drug dealers in the complex and stuff, and it kind of turns into a bit of an action crime thriller. It's a fucking really good movie. It won the Palme d'Or, I think, at Cannes one time. I mean, that doesn't mean anything really, but kind of does. It was a pretty good movie. D-Pen. So if you're gonna see Sisters Brothers, I would say check out his other stuff too, so you can kind of get a feel for kind of his vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. I'll put it on my list, man.
Yeah. So like I said, I mean that's with the Criterion Cult. I'm just hoping to kind of get more people into kind of older movies, just foreign movies, black and white movies. There's so many people who I talk to who are like, oh, I love movies. I'm a movie buff. I'm like, oh, have you seen this?
Yeah.
No, that's in black and white. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
No, that has subtitles.
Touch on that a little bit later, right?
That has subtitles. I don't want to read. It's the fuck? How do you like movies if you don't want to experience any type of fucking movie? You know what
exactly.
I mean? That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to me.
Yeah.
So when people do that to me, I'm just like, you don't like movies. Yeah. You're just you like going to the movies. That's different. You like going, sitting in the theater. Probably sometimes you go on your phone. Probably sometimes you talk. But you just like going to do that because it's a thing to do on a Friday night. And
it's
that's
a
fine.
Hobby of yours.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not. But I just don't like when someone's just they'll see my hat says movies on it, or they'll see me with a movie shirt and they're just oh, you like movies? I love movies. I watch movies all the time. I've seen every movie that's in the theater right now. And it's just oh yeah, okay. Who's your favorite director? And they're just oh, I don't really follow directors or whatever. And it's just what? How do you like movies then? I don't know. That's just a weird thing to me. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you're not a movie fan. Yeah. It's just you're a different type, I think. you know, I think that's like a different, like there's like always like someone that you work with, a coworker who's like, oh man, like I love movies. Like I should start my own YouTube channel because I fucking love movies. It's like, oh, okay, what are some of your favorite movies? And they're just like, man, I love Transformers. You know, all the Batman movies, like you know,
Iron
like,
Man
like yeah, like Iron Man, like John Wick, and it's just like, oh, like those are your favorite movies, like ever, like you. So you just started watching movies in like 2000?
Yeah, like the past 8 years.
Yeah, so that's like always weird to me because, and then you'll ask them about older movies, and they're just like, oh no, that looked boring, or no, that's in black and white, or no, that's you know, like that's too.
That's not even
slow.
in English.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, that's. I don't know. I feel like if you're down for movies, you should be down to go sit and watch the Avengers. You should be down to go sit and watch some fucking art film where there's nobody there and it's like in 35 millimeter, you know, and it's in
a ghost story or something.
A ghost story, even like fucking more than that, you know. Some lost 35 millimeter Siberian like film that you know is just like too graphic to watch, and it's like, you know, or something like that. You know? I mean, not to say that you have to. I wouldn't say that, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
you're just getting an example.
Yeah, like weird, like, you know, foreign films that like you're just like, oh, like I wouldn't usually go see this. Like, why not? Why not go check that out? But you know, because that's what I'm hoping my channel kind of does. Yeah, I want to bridge that gap because I get it. There's those ones who are just like, I only watch foreign films. Yeah, I only watch foreign films. I don't
French New Wave.
I don't fucking care about new Scorsese is. Like, you know, I don't. Oh, Denis Villeneuve. No, he's a new director, so I don't fucking like him. I only like fucking Godard and fucking all this, you know, the older stuff, you know. And then there are those people who are just like, I'm not even gonna fuck with that stuff. I'm only gonna watch Avengers and Star Wars and every single Transformers and every single movie that has Keanu Reeves and every single movie that has every single person that I know of in it. And it's just like, well, why can't we all just come together?
Yeah, man, exactly.
Watch it all. Why can't we all just, you know, why can't it all just exist? Like, why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't it be both? And so I'm hoping that my channel kind of bridges that. You know, I hope that it kind of brings that together. That if you like the Avengers Infinity War, but you also like the French New Wave or whatever, black and white French films that are, you know, that nobody watches, I'm hoping that I could kind of get your taste, you know, in all the movies that I watch. You know, I'm not able to always see every single indie movie that's out there, but I try to, you know, I try to just see, you know, what I think people are going to like and want to see and what my tastes are, you know? Because there's no reason for me to go review The Make, because there's no reason for me to film myself just begging on them, you know? Because I could see that trailer and know that I'm just not going to have fun with it. It's going to be a chore for me, you know? Like, movies like that are a chore for me. But at the same time, like, there are movies that I could watch that are like that I could be like, okay, I could see the trailer for that, and be like, I can go check that out. No big deal, you know? But I just kind of know my taste enough to be like, I don't need to see. You don't want to waste your time
with that because you'd rather do.
And I feel like a lot of YouTube channels feel like they have to go see every single fucking movie that's in the movie theater at this moment. You know, it's just like I fucking have to cover everything that's coming out this weekend. And it's like, I don't think you do. I think you should maybe cover what your kind of taste is. Man. Yeah, like figure out what you like to watch. Go watch that. You know, figure out what you like to. You know, like. Maybe see stuff that you don't watch too. I'm not saying like just watch only what you're gonna like, because I you know, I went to go see A Quiet Place, you know, like, and I saw the trailer for that and I wasn't really too hyped on it. I was kind of like, oh, that looks fine. Yeah. And I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. You know, I just kind of knew. You know, and a lot of times I'll see things that I'm like, oh shit, this looks fucking amazing, and I'll watch it and I'll be like, ah, that was fine. You know, but I know that I'm at least gonna be interested when I go see something, and that's all really. I think a movie fan should be. You should just develop taste.
Exactly.
But your taste should just be open, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you should be open to whatever, you know? You should be down.